is widely used build automation tool primarily designed for Java projects. By using this Maven, we can it is what is the purpose? Primary purpose is for the Java projects. Okay, so it simplifies the project management by automating the process of compiling, packaging, and deploying the application. Okay, so this guide will walk through the fundamental concepts of the Maven and how to set up it and how to use it efficiently. Okay, so right. So Maven is a open source tool. It helps the developers to manage a project's build. Okay, reporting and documentation. It handles project dependencies, builds your project from the source code, and packages into deployable formats such as jar and var. Right. So by using this Maven, we can generate what we can generate an artifact. We can generate an artifact. Examples for the artifact are mainly like jar stands for Java archive. Or else this is one, or else you can generate like var files. var stands for web application archive file. Okay, or else you can build an year enterprise application archive. Okay, these are the some of the examples of the artifact. Okay, or else like zip or star archives. Okay, so these are the some of the examples of the artifact. Okay, right. It handles project dependencies and builds your project from the from source code and packages into the deployment formats such as jar and var. Here it is written like jar and var. So what do you mean by artifact? Artifact is an output of the build process. The final file. What is artifact? I already told you what is artifact means. The final file which we give to the end users. Okay, artifact is nothing but the
.exe మనకు సార్ .exe
.exe ని డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇది బిల్డ్ చేయదు, మనం అది కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి కొన్ని వేరే అదర్ టూల్స్ యూస్ చేసుకుని. ఈ జార్ ని మనం exe లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయొచ్చు. We can convert it.
ఓకే
By using some IntelliJ 4J అని చెప్పి.
.exe అంటే ఎగ్జిక్యూటా?
It is executable file.
Okay.
Okay na? So artifact is the final file which we give to the end users. Okay, so ఇక్కడ ఏమిచ్చాడు, in the Maven an artifact is the output of the build process. This could be jar, var or year or any other package type that Maven generates. As a result of build, each artifact is identified by a group ID, artifact ID and version number, and uniquely identifies the artifact in Maven projects. Okay, so what is vulnerability? Vulnerability is nothing but the weakness. Right. Vulnerability is nothing but the weakness.
డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ కూడా అనొచ్చు కదా.
Yes, disadvantage, right? So actually some of the developers will take the dependencies from the global Maven server, right? So those dependencies might have some weakness or vulnerabilities. So that's the reason for the secure purpose we are going to download those vulnerabilities from the Maven global server only. Okay, not from any other third party vendors. Okay, so in the system
Maven.org.
Yes, Maven.org. I have provided the link also here. Yeah, I will show you the link. Okay, So vulnerability is a software refers to there might be flaw or it might be weakness in the system that can be exploited and compromise system integrity, confidentiality, availability, right? So in the context of Maven, vulnerabilities can raise outdated and insecure dependencies. It's crucial to manage and update your dependencies regularly to avoid security risks. Okay? Once go through this theory part, so any doubt in this theory part means let me know. I will explain it. Okay. So next, understanding about the Maven global server. Here I have provided the link also from where we need to download the dependencies from the Maven global repository. This is the global repository. For example, I need Google Maps. Okay, just I am going to here and I am typing here Google Maps dependencies. So here I will get these dependencies. From here anything you can select. Just I am going to select the first option. When I go into this first option, here you find an option called dependencies tab. Click on this dependency. There are no dependencies. Dependencies or this component version. Overview. See, no need to click on this dependencies. So in the overview only it is there. It is available for the Maven. This is nothing but the dependency. Okay. So where we need to place this dependency? We need to place this dependency in the Maven POM file. There is a file called POM file. In this POM file, all the dependencies will be available. In this POM file, all the dependencies will be available. So we need to place inside this POM file in order to use the dependency. Okay. So Maven global server is also known as Maven centralized repository. Maven centralized repository is a large online repository that hosts thousands of Java libraries and frameworks. When you specify dependencies in your Maven project, Maven checks this global server to download the libraries. Libraries are nothing but the collection of packages. Okay, collection of packages are nothing but the library. The central repository ensures that your project has access to vast collection of open source components. Okay, right. To explore Maven central repository, we need to click this link and just download those dependencies and include in the form.xml file. Okay, here same thing it is written. See, you can search for the specific libraries and their versions. You can select the version also. We go here. See, there is a version also here. Versions. Only one version is available for this dependency actually. If there are more versions means we can select any of them version. Okay. Next, Maven. What is Maven local repository? Maven local repository is nothing but the it is located in our local system only. Maven local repository is a directory on your local machine. In our local machine only it is available. So Maven stores all the dependencies and it downloads. Before downloading a dependencies from Maven central repository, Maven first checks if the dependency is already available in the local machine or not. So if this local repository speeds up the build process and ensures that you can work offline without needing downloading the dependencies from the Maven global repository. So already మన సిస్టంలో కనుక ఆ డిపెండెన్సీ ఉందా లేదా అనేది ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, మ్యావెన్ చెక్ చేస్తుంది. ఒకవేళ ఇన్ కేస్ డిపెండెన్సీ అనేది ఆల్రెడీ అవైలబుల్గా ఉంటే ఇంకా నీకు ఇంటర్నెట్తో పని లేదు, రైట్? సో నో నీడ్ టు డౌన్లోడ్ ది డిపెండెన్సీస్ ఫ్రమ్ ది గ్లోబల్ సర్వర్. ఆటోమేటికలీ ఇట్ ఫెచ్ ది డిపెండెన్సీ అండ్ ఎన్షూర్స్ దట్ మీ యొక్క ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది బిల్డ్ ప్రాసెస్ అనేది కొంచెం ఫాస్ట్గా అయ్యే అవకాశం అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, రైట్. ఇప్పుడు నేను కమాండ్ ప్రాంప్ట్కి వెళ్తున్నాను. ద ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది Maven ఆన్ ది లోకల్ మెషిన్, రైట్? సో జస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ది కమాండ్ ప్రాంప్ట్. ఐ ఆల్రెడీ టోల్డ్ యూ ఇన్ ద ప్రీవియస్ class also how to install this Maven and Java, right? Now you can see in this system there is no Maven. Okay, and if I type Java --- version also, you can see there is no Java. So it requires, this Maven requires JDK. Okay, Maven requires what? It requires Maven requires right, JDK. Requires JDK. So we need to download the Java first, JDK, and we need to install, and we need to set the environment variables for that Java. And after the setting the environment variables, then we move to the Maven. Okay. In the Maven also, we need to set the path to the environment variable. So let's go to the Google first. Let's go to the Google and just type here JDK or JDK. Let me type JDK download for Windows. Okay, click on this Oracle website. Scroll down, and any JDK you can take. Let me take x64. Hmm,
Select Windows services.
Linux color. Select Windows and x64 MSI installer. We need to download this one. I think it will. Okay, not ask. Click on save. So it is getting downloaded. In the same way, we need to download the Maven also. Okay, let's go to the Maven Google again and just type here Maven download. So click on this official website, and here you can see this binary. You need to download for Windows, right? Binary zip archive. I think this second option, operating system minimum requirements, Windows batch. Just download this binary zip archive. Click on this. So download, click on download. Start downloading. Now go to first JDK. Right click on it. Click on install. Now we are installing the Java. Click on next. Okay, next. Let me extract this apache.maven also. Meanwhile, click on this. Okay, right. After doing the Java installation, then we do this Maven installation. యాక్చువల్లీ నేను నీకు వేరే ఆ సిస్టంలో చెప్పాను కదా, దాంట్లో నేను ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తున్నాను, దీంట్లో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయలేదని ప్రాసెస్ మళ్ళీ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. కాపీయింగ్ ది ఫైల్స్. Click on close. Now go to the command prompt. Let me close this and open the command prompt again. cmd code space java -version. Okay, we are getting message like this. Or else let me check jdk -version. ఓకే, జావా వర్షన్, జావా ఆటోమేటిక్గా అదే ఎన్వైర్మెంట్ వేరియబుల్స్ తీసుకుంది. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ షోయింగ్ ఫర్ యూ, దెన్ వాట్ యూ నీడ్ టు డూ, యూ నీడ్ టు గో టు దిస్ లోకల్ డిస్క్ C, and from here go to program files. Here you find a folder called Java. You need to go to this, click on this folder, and first for the environment variables, you need to go to the environment variables and environment variables, and click on environment variables and select the path here. Click on edit. Here you need to add this path, Java path, both bin as well as the Java.
Okay.
So already in the previous class I told you, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I am not doing right now for the Java, but I will do it for the Maven, because Maven I need to do it now. So go to downloads where Maven is available. This is the folder of Maven, right? Double click on it, copy this path first and go to the environment variables. The same process will be in the same Java also. Go to environment variables and select your path, click on edit, select new and give the path here. Click on OK. Click on OK again. OK. Now we need to give this bin path also. I am copying the path of the bin and I am going to the environment variables, select the environment variables, select the path, click on edit, new, and I am giving this path also. Click on OK, OK, OK. Now open command prompt and test whether Maven was successfully installed or not. So this Maven -- version, I think MVN, right? MVN -- version. So it will show you the version of the Maven. So it is showing
Sure,
you
sure.
the version of the Maven means Maven was successfully installed in your system. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So now you know how to do the installation process also. Right. Okay. Already these all things in the previous class I told you. Once again I have repeated the concept. That's okay. Now let's move to the second part. Step 1. What is the step 1? Setting up the Maven project. We need to set up the Maven project. So open your terminal or command prompt and navigate to the directory where you want to create your Maven project. So run the command following command to start the Maven project. Okay. First command is the mvn arch type generate. The command is mvn arch type :generate. So first of all, we need to navigate to the directory where you want to create a project. Okay, let's navigate to some directory. I want to create here itself. So let me create a folder called project. Okay, let me delete this one first. I think it will get automatically created. So let me open command prompt and where this is location is G drive, into G drive and cd AWS DevOps. AWS DevOps is a folder. Inside this folder, if I type dir, this Maven is available. So again I want to go to the Maven, and here I want to, inside this Maven again there is one more folder called MVN. Now if I do dir, only 2 files are available. Now here I want to create a project. What is the command? First command mvn arch type :generate. So I am giving the command mvn arch type :generate. So it will do scan for the projects. Okay, right. Next, you will be prompted to choose a project type by selecting a number from the list. So every project will have some number. Okay. So each corresponds to a specific type of Maven project. For example, there might be Spring Boot project. It related to Java, or else it might be MVC application. Like this, we have different types of projects that are available. For example, like let me show you. For example, I will write here, see. So what it will ask for you, first of all, we need to choose a number. Or okay, choose a number, right? So which number we need to choose based upon our project requirement? We need to choose one number. So type of the project is dependent on the above number. Okay, so for example 17, it might be 1740. This project is related to Spring project. And the number 1805, this number might be for sample Maven project. Maven project, or else there might be a number called 1244 MVC 4 web application. Okay, like this, each and every project there will be some number. There will be some number 2630. This might be project for multiple platforms, web, Android, and iOS. Okay, let's for testing purpose I am going with the sample Maven project. Okay, so for example, you will be prompted to choose a project type by selecting a number from the list. Each number corresponds to a specific Maven project. Okay, choose appropriate number for your project or use default pressing enter. Okay, right now I want to go with the sample Maven project. Where will be the number? I need to check it now. Let me check whether the sample project is available, any sample project, or else we can go with the default also. Okay, let's go with the default now. Okay, just I am pressing here, enter. Now it is asking me for the version of the project. Now it will ask you for the version of the project. So let's take the latest version. Let's go with the 9. Okay, right. Next, what is group ID? Okay, now it is asking you for the group ID. So it is used to follow project structure. Follow a project structure. Now see here in the PDF also it will be written. The default number I have taken. Default number can be anything. It will automatically pick up the number. Okay, or else we need to search. అది ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఆ శాంపుల్ మ్యావెన్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అనేది, లేదంటే మనం ఎత్తుక్కోవాలి ఆ నంబర్. సో జస్ట్ నేను ఏం చేశానంటే అక్కడ ప్రెస్ చేశాను, ఎంటర్ ప్రెస్ చేశాను. ఇట్ ఆటోమేటికలీ చూస్ అంది సమ్ నంబర్. Now defining project details. After selecting the project type, you will be prompted to define group ID and artifact ID. What is group ID? This is unique identifier for your project, typically based on your organization's domain name. It follows the format of com.project name. Okay, so like ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే నీకు ఇక్కడ ఫర్ if it is commercial application means you need to give example, you need to give like com.project name. For government application, if your application is related to government, okay, so then you need to give here gov.project name. gov.project name you need to mention like this, or else it's for the organizational application. Then you need to give extension with org.project name. Okay, that is nothing but the group ID. So let's go here, and it is asking for the group ID. So I am just taking here I want to build one commercial application. So I am giving it as Flipkart. Okay, next it is asking you for the artifact. Okay, so what is artifact? This is the name of the jar file that will be generated by Maven. It is usually reflects the project name. So okay, video Flipkart తీసుకున్నాడా? Okay, let me give like web app Flipkart. Next it is asking for some version snapshot. No need to do anything, just press enter. Okay, once you enter the group ID and artifact ID, Maven will generate the project structure in the chosen location. This structure includes src folder and the com.xml file. Okay, let's press enter here. Just I am going with yes. What happened? System cannot find the path of the specified. Okay, getting somewhere. Okay, let's rerun Maven or else. Okay, it's got created. Look, folder got created. See, web app Flipkart, but inside this folder we cannot see anything because of the build failure. When the build is success, then we can see that src and the pom.xml. So let me troubleshoot this one. Let me copy from here to here. Let me check why the error was occurred.
Okay.
Okay, find out the solution now. It looks like you have encountered the common issue with Maven where it cannot specify path. Few steps you can take to troubleshoot and resolve this problem. Okay. Ensure that the path does not exceed. Windows has limitations. Okay. Verify environment variables. Make sure Java underscore home and to underscore correctly set. Wanted to write there. Okay, let's give this command mvn x clean install. What this will do? Rerun the Maven with -x. Switch to enable debug logging and provide more detailed information with this command now. This the goal is verify input correct directory. The goal is specified requires a project to execute, but there is no POM in this directory. Okay. Now let's copy this one. The error indicates the Maven cannot find pom.xml file. Okay. Verify directory. Ensure you are in the correct directory with the pom.xml. You can navigate to the directory. If you need to run the Maven command, different directory, you can. Let's copy this command. If you need to run the Maven from the we are running the Maven from the different directory, right? So this command will help you. You can specify the path,
Okay.
the pom.xml while using -f. So this command I am giving now. This I think let's go to the Maven. The downloads. mvn hyphen version. Right, let me do one thing. mvn, let me go from do it from scratch. Arch type colon generate okay, let me go with the default number, version, group id. This time I will take it as let me take it as com.mintra artifact id. It is asking, right, web app mintra snapshot default com dot okay default say y. Now what we got, see, now I got build success. One more
Yes, sir.
time I have done. ఓకే, బట్ ఐ థింక్ నాకు ఎందుకు అవ్వలేదంటే ఇంతకుముందు మేబీ నేను ఆ పర్టికులర్ ఫ్లిప్కార్ట్ మీద నేను చేశాను అనుకుంటా. దట్స్ ద రీజన్ సమ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ అక్కర్డ్. ఓకే, నౌ లెట్స్ గో టు దిస్ లొకేషన్. నౌ లెట్స్ గో టు దిస్ లొకేషన్. సో హియర్ ద ప్రాజెక్ట్ లొకేషన్ వెబ్ యాప్ మింత్రా ఈజ్ అవైలబుల్. సో రైట్ నౌ only. Now inside this Mintra, see, SRC and form both are available. Okay,
Yes, sir.
in this SRC folder, SRC means source code is available. So inside this SRC again you will find two more folders. First one is main and another folder is test. In the main folder, actual let me write down here. SRC means is nothing but the source code. It is nothing but the source code. Again, inside this SRC you will find two more folders. One is main and another one is test. What is this main? Main contains actual source code. Actual source code related to project. What is this test contains? Inside this test also contains code, but the test code will be available here. Okay, the same code will be available in the test also, but for the testing purpose we will put the code here. Okay, so test code also contains the same code, but we test the code here, but testing purpose. Okay, let me write for testing purpose. Clear about this for few things, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Next, we have another thing called, in the same location we have another thing called pom.xml. I think this is rightly file extension. It is, yes, it is XML. See here, it is written type of file, it is XML. Okay, now what is this pom.xml means? I already told you. Pom stands for, first of all, pom stands for, it stands for project, it stands for project object model. It stands for project object model. Okay, it is an XML file which will store all the external APIs information. All the APIs related information will be available here. Okay, so now let's go to that both the folders. Let me show you, just a second. హలో హలో చెప్పండి ఎవరు చెప్పు నాన్న ఆ, ఓకే నేను నిన్న నిన్న మీ సార్తో మాట్లాడాను యాక్చువల్లీ దాని గురించే. అయితే సార్ ఏమన్నారంటే ల్యాబ్ మీ కాలేజ్‌లోనే పెడదాము అని చెప్పి అన్నారు. ఒకసారి మీ సార్‌తో మాట్లాడాల్సి అంటే నేను యాక్చువల్లీ ఈరోజు నాకు ఒంట్లో బాగాలేక లీవ్‌లో ఉన్నా. నేను ఆల్రెడీ నిన్న మాట్లాడితే సార్ అన్నారు ఇక్కడ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాము అన్నట్టు మాట్లాడారు. ఆ! ఒకసారి ఓకేనండి. ఓకే. బాయ్ అమ్మ. Okay, let's go into these folders now. Where is this src? Let's go into src. Click on main. Click on Java. Click on .com. Myntra. Yes. Now let me right click. Open with Notepad. See, this is the code. Sample code which is available inside this main folder. Inside the main folder.
Okay.
Now if I go to this src, again I go to test also. Inside this test also you can see the sample code which is available. See, this code is for testing purpose, unit testing. Okay,
Yes.
this code is for unit testing purpose. Okay, now go back one step back. Now if I go to pom.xml, open with the notepad, here you find all the dependencies, those are available. See, from here to here one dependency. Again you will find lot of dependencies. Only one dependency is there, I think. Here is also one more dependency. Inside this we have, under this dependencies tag only, we need to put all the dependencies for our project. So what I will do means, let me go to the dependencies and fetch the dependencies and let's put it here. So for that what I will do, let's go to apache.org, not apache.org. Where is the global repository is there now? Okay, I want, for example, let me search here for SQL. I need some SQL dependencies. So here, let me click on this. Here dependency is there. Let copy to clipboard option on the kada it select chesko. And where we need to find paste this dependency, insert the dependency tag. So let's go to the our pom.xml file. Right click, open with notepad, and here under the dependency management I am going to include this one also. One more dependency I have included. Okay, I think I need to put it here. So let me remove from here. Here. Now let me save this. Done. Next. Once you entered group ID and artifact ID, Maven will generate project structure in the chosen location. We already done that. Right? So navigate to the root directory of the Maven project where the web app Flipkart is available. Now initialize the Git project. Okay. Let's go to the folder. Let me remove. If Flipkart నాకు అవసరం లేదు, నేను delete చేస్తాను folder-ని. We got some error, right? Okay, let me remove that. And now I will right click on it, open git bash here. సెషన్ రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది చాణక్య. ఒకవేళ ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి గో త్రూ అవ్వు ఎక్కడైనా. So just what is the first command, git init. What this git init will do, it will convert the normal folder into the developers working directory. So this is the command first I am giving. Now press enter. Now it got initialized. Git init got initialized. Hello. సార్ అదే నిన్న సార్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ సార్ నిన్న ప్రిన్సిపల్ సార్తో మాట్లాడితే ల్యాబ్ ఇలా చెప్పాను, పిల్లలు వాళ్ళు రావడానికి ఇబ్బంది పడుతున్నారు సార్, వాళ్ళు చెప్తున్నారంటే సార్ అన్నారు ఇక్కడ ల్యాబ్ అది ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం సార్, నేను మాట్లాడతాను అన్నారు. మరి ఒకవేళ ఇప్పుడు అక్కడ లేకపోతే మన ల్యాబ్కి పంపించండి సార్. అక్కడ మన దగ్గర పంపించండి. ఓకే. git init, we have given the command called git init. Next, check the status of the git repository and see are there any untracked files or not. So we already know that how to do it, right? So what is the command git status? So it will show you all the we will avoid this PDF, we don't require this. How to avoid, Chanakya? Tell me now. For my project, this .pdf extension files I don't require.
Okay.
Because my actual source code only this one. This folder is only my actual source code. I don't require these two files. I already told you how to ignore some other files.
Git space.
No. I have told you how to ignore. You need to type
Okay.
followed by dot git ignore. You need to create one hidden file, right? So
Yes,
now
yes.
inside this hidden file, you need to mention, you need to go to insert mode and give star and whatever the extension, you need to give some extension of that file. So I want to avoid this PDF files, so I am giving the extension called .pdf. Now escape :wq save and quit. Then if I type again git status, now it will not show those PDF files. See, it is getting avoided.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason I told you git commands are very, very important. You need to do practice. Okay, right? So with these these PDF files, it got avoided, right? Now next thing what we need to do, add all project files to the staging area. You already know how to move all the files from the staging area. Again from the staging area, we can do the commit also. Right now let's do commit also, right? So what is the command? Git add space dot. Next, git commit followed by this first commit hyphen. Just I will say here as a first commit. Okay, you can give any message. Commit was done, right? Next thing what we need to do, managing dependencies with Maven, add external APIs. Already I have done this. Right, under the dependencies section only I have added those dependency also. For example, MySQL, yes, I have done this, right, already in the pom.xml. You can see here, where is that location? You can go to that location, our folder. Inside this we have pom.xml, open with notepad, and you can see already I have added the dependency that related to SQL. See, and inside this dependencies
ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏమైనా యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే vi space
ఏంటి అర్థం కాలే.
అంటే మన ఫైల్స్ లో ఏమైనా ఆ ఫైల్ లో ఏమైనా యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే
vi space dot git ignore to avoid any
అది
unnecessary files.
ఓకే, మనం అంటే ఏదైనా మ్యాటర్ అందులో పెట్టాలంటే
vi space followed by file name ante.
ఓకే.
Then you can write whatever you want in that file. Okay, right. So next, we already done this step also. Next, compiling the project. At last what we need to do, we need to compile the project by giving the command called mvn space compile. Then the project will get compiled, and after that, okay, let's do this step first. After adding dependencies, you need to compile your project to ensure everything is set up correctly. So we need to run a command called mvn compile. Okay. So let me. Okay. Here. Okay, I'm getting build failure. I think scanning for projects. What happened? Let me check this error also. Copy. Okay. I think I need to give here. I think mvn compile. Let me do compilation here, not in the Git. Oh, ఇది కూడా మనకు అదే వస్తుంది. This requires a project to execute a directory. We are getting another. What is the problem here? We are getting- navigate to the correct directory. Yes, we are in correct directory only. Specify POM file directly. If you need to run the Maven command from the different project, different directory, you can specify. Mhm. Yeah. mvn hyphen check for special characters. mvn file. We run the command now. Then I got build for. Okay. Ming GW support the message requiring open source additional we require additional configuration for our requirement. You can add the requirement option to the let rerun the command. Okay, let me do one thing. Form.xml ఎక్కడ ఉంది? Let me go to dir. Okay. Let's go to cd web app mintra. Okay, now again do dir. Yes sir, here pom.xml is available, right? So now let's give the command called mvn-x compile. It's unable to locate pom.xml కదా. సో అదే కదా మనకి ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది. సో ఆ ప్లేస్కి వెళ్ళి మనం ట్రై చేద్దాం. ఇప్పుడు ఏమొచ్చింది? థింక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సక్సెస్. ఓకే, కుడ్ నాట్ ఫైండ్ ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్ సెంట్రల్ రిపో. ఓకే, ఆ డిపెండెన్సీ ప్రాపర్గా పనిచేయట్లేదు. వేరొక డిపెండెన్సీ తీసుకు. ఓకే, లెట్స్ go with our own dependency. ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా dependency. Let me copy this dependency. Instead of that, copy and go to that pom.xml. Right click, open with notepad. Under dependencies section, this is the dependency opening tag. Here it is closing tag. Let me remove this one. Let me put this dependency. So let me save this file. Go back to Git. Go back to Git and one more time do the compilation process. I think it will success. That's it. Done.
Yes.
We got build success. Okay. Right. But right, we got build success. Compiling the project. After adding dependencies, you need to compile your project to ensure everything is set up correctly. Run the following Maven command to compile the project. What is the final command? Did we done this command? mvn compile?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then go back to this folder now. Here we find this avm first the Java form. ఓకే ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఇది ఇదిగో ఈ లొకేషన్లో ఉంది చూడు మనకు ఫైనల్ ఫైల్ ఏం కావాలి జార్ ఫైల్ అదే కదా మనకు కావాలి
అవును.
అది ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఇప్పుడు అది ఎతకాలి మనం ఇదిగో జార్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్ ఈస్ జార్ సో జార్ జనరేట్ అవ్వాలి ఫైనల్గా ఇదిగో జనరేట్ అయిందా లేదా ఈ లొకేషన్లో ఉంది సో ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఆ లొకేషన్ ఇది లొకేషన్ ఏంటది .m2 ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ది అవర్ లోకల్ రిపాజిటరీ సో కాపీ దిస్ లొకేషన్ నౌ copy the location and go to notepad and paste it first here this location. Now we need to go into this location, so let's go to the C drive. C drive lo inside C drive users and Banu. Okay, C drive users and Banu .m2 repository. Next MySQL connector Java. Okay, MySQL connector Java. See here, it got generated. Executable jar file.